Hey, Pookie, you're my fave too. Very nice. Guys, it's so nice to see you guys. Hello, hello. Happy Pride Month. Happy, like, I don't know if everywhere this is the case, but here in New York, like all the mayhem has been this past week. And I feel like this Monday, everyone is recovering from a week of madness and parties and partying and the weekend. Abe, Ness, how are we feeling today? What's going on? Guys, exhaust. Tell.
Exhausted.
Exhausted.
I shot my first Pride event. Very good. My first Pride event. My first drag event.
Yay! You did it. Now, do you guys remember if you saw the transformation on Tuesday? Nikio invited Nesbot to come and shoot her next big Pride event, and she had this massive event, and Ness went and shot it, which was awesome. Frog noises, thank you.
I had a good handful of stuff that I went to as well. And it's funny because I was talking to a couple of my friends back home about going to Pride stuff and how we still have some Pride stuff coming up like this week, I guess, for example, this stream. And my friends who are from the suburbs are like, oh, Pride ended like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I'm just sad.
No, it never ends. It never ends. Pride is the gift that keeps on giving, darlings. It's true. So wait, a bunch of people who are asking, rightfully, if our special guest today was going to be Lucy. So my partner in pharmacydom. And it was supposed to have been so. That was supposed to be the plan. And she booked a big gig this evening and was unable to stay, unfortunately. So I do not have my special guest, which is why I did not formally announce it and only said it in the Discord. However, wait, Nespot, you're very shiny. You're not outshining me. I adore you, of course. What we are doing, so many of you know that on Wednesday, I am doing on Streamily through my Streamily store. I'm live streaming here on TikTok and on YouTube, signing stream for my Pride Prints. And the Pride Prints are the ones that go to benefit these incredible organizations that help the community, like Lambda Legal and Ali Forney and the Trevor Project and the LA LGBT Youth Center. It's awesome. But in talking to Lucy, Lucy really wants to get in on the act. And so we are going to re-release the original Pharmacy print. We have this incredible Pharmacy print that was from the Pharmacy zine. We're going to re-release it, and we're going to do a joint signing stream where we'll sit together at my house on July 13th. And so I'll be adding the Pharmacy print into my Streamily store. So go to my Streamily store. Abe just set up a link tree for me, finally. And it's in Instagram and here on TikTok. And I think it's in YouTube too, I think. And you can click on there and you can order prints. If you want to order the regular Pride prints, I'm doing those signings this Wednesday, the 28th. And that's where all these different charities are where things go to. And the Pharmacy print proceeds are going to be going to Lambda Legal, because it seems like this year that's the place where it would really be most appreciated. So that is what we're going to do. But that's not until July 13th. So as I said, Pride Month is the gift that keeps on giving. It just keeps going. And particularly on the month where Pharah makes grand pronouncements about where she's at and what community she's part of. It seems like we should just keep it going on. Oh, Renya, that's so nice. Lumi, you're going to be back. Yay. Okay, I can't wait. That would be great. That's so nice. Wait, I got to print, Jen. You'll know it's me. Pharmacy for life. I love that. Hey, Kay. Hey, Blush Bum. Hey, Meh. Hey, Blaster. Cat, I love you too. Thank you so much. Meow. Hello. I love this. Yeah. So we're going to have the Pharmacy prints back, which are awesome and which I love. They're really good. But this is an Ask Bird Mom, but I feel like there's so much to report on. So let me get through the reportage. And Abe, Ness, if you would please prompt me if there's something I'm forgetting. I'll give you the stuff to report first, and then we'll get into a proper Bird Mom conversation. So the other thing that is going on, people are asking, are we not streaming on Twitch anymore? I still love Twitch. I still have love for Twitch, and my Twitch fam are I love you guys. We are experimenting right this minute with YouTube, just because right now the rules at YouTube are such that they're making it a little bit friendlier for us to expand operations there. And it's the place where I can put the full length videos, edited videos, so it seems like a good place to be investing in. With that said, if you are not yet subscribing on the YouTube channel, you have to go sub on the YouTube channel if you want to be in for a giveaway that's happening on Wednesday. I don't have it with me. I have those crazy jalapeno Pharah Pringle cans. Abernest, do either of you have a picture that we could stick into the image? Oh my God, I look so tired. Look at me. I look exhausted. I'm looking at my image and going, oh, this is crazy. Johnny, you've never seen me go live. Hello. Marius, hi. She's my favorite. She is so fun to play. I agree. Hello, Misa. Lincoln, hello. Mickey is great. Mickey is terrific. Mickey is fishing. Oh, my Les. Oh my gosh, you know what? I saw Les's fiance Marion sent a new print that I just saw earlier today that is gorgeous. Let me see what I can do. Okay, I can't promise, but let me see what I can do. You are so sweet. Pizza lover, thank you. Lies and slander. Renu, you're too kind. Marion, joyeux anniversaire, Marion. Happy birthday. I hope you're having a great one. I look forward to seeing you in May. Exciting. Oh, you're too kind. You guys are wonderful. Do you know Pharah was a lesbian from the beginning? Just curious. I suspected that Pharah was a lesbian from the start, for sure. For sure, I did. You know, I had told Abe and Ness when I was starting working on Overwatch, like right before I started, I had gone and gotten this haircut. I changed hairdressers. I really needed to like shake things up. And then my hair had been long for a long time. And then it was like time to go shorter. And I kept on looking at these like shorter curly haircuts. And they were these like butch superhero, dyke superhero haircuts. And I was like, that's what I need. That's who I need to be next. That's what I need. And lo and behold, unbeknownst to me, I must have spoken loudly enough to the universe. I didn't wind up getting the haircut like that, but I must have said that that was where I was going enough that then Pharah sort of fell in my lap. So I always laugh when I think about how much and fabulous she is, that like, I think I called that energy into my life. I needed it. So good. We all know one Pharah skin that had us suspicious on her sexuality. Yeah, totally, of course. Oh my God, thank you, Nightbot. Thank you, Streamlabs. We all knew the closet made of that, right? Exactly. Thamer, I am the voice actress for Pharah. C'est Marion. Do I think Pharmacy will be canon? I sure hope so, man. I sure hope so. I mean, I'm still, thinking that that's the case, but I am not the official last word. I'm just one girl's opinion. I'm just one girl's opinion. I love Yazan. I think Yazan is great, and I'm very happy about Yazan sweeping and doing such a good job. Yazan's doing great. Hello, Cosmic. Right? Delvendra, exactly. Butch superheroes, dyke superheroes. I totally manifested her. I know. And as did you guys. I love this. MJ, Kanahara, your mouth, God's ears. We shall see. Have I recorded anything for PV before it was canceled? Will those lines be repurposed? I wouldn't have the faintest idea. The way that it works when I record voice lines is I don't know what they're going to be used for. I don't know what the things are. I mean, I recorded some stuff and I imagine was for that, but I really don't know. And I have no idea what's being released when, in what timing, how that's being distributed. So I'm not sure. Okay, I feel like I've just drifted all over the place. Let me reiterate. So for the signing stream on Wednesday, which is going to start at 5 p.m. EST, and that's at streamly.com, if you go into my brand new link tree and click and see the rules for participation for the giveaway, I am giving away 2 exclusive Pharah Pringles cans. They were these crazy limited short run Pharah jalapeno Pringles. They're awesome. I have some. I was like, okay, you know what? We'll do this for a giveaway. So I know that subbing on YouTube is one of the things that you have to do, but you can go there, you can click, and it's going to be in my bio here, and also on Instagram. You can see it, and then that way you can be in it to win it. Just saying, just saying. PvE getting canceled. You know, I agree. You already have it. Of course you do, Clear. Do you have a signed one from me, Clear? You might, of course. Did they ever direct me to play her as no, they never directed me. But she was so macho. I mean, they showed me a video of her and she's flying and she's in her armor and she's looking all cute. And, you know, she's all about justice. And she had these she was so dry at the time. So she's like so dry and so much. It felt like that was the way to take her, for sure. Hello, Jazz. Thank you. Love you too. Thank you. I play Overwatch really terribly, really badly. Oriana, my Widowmaker, is right now back in her native France. And I last saw her right before she left. And she and I were emailing each other last week. But we talk all the time. So it's good. And I just saw Lucy, like I told you. I don't play often. I play infrequently and very badly. I play badly. Thank you, Kistrash. Who's my main? I always try to be Pharah, but I suck at Pharah. And I end up playing Junkrat because he's fun and he's a little easier, but he's super fun. Yes, she does have more personality in Overwatch too. She let loose. She is a goofball. I love that. Oh, Johnny, thank you. Thank you so much. That's so nice. Justice definitely reigns from above, for sure. I did say widow. Thank you, guys. You guys are great. Ooh, I hear a plane. So I'm at the beach, but it's an area where planes fly over. And so periodically planes are very loud. Can you guys hear that through the mic? Ness? Just me? Okay, good. I'm glad.
No, I
was
can't.
like, can you hear that? Oh my gosh. I'm like, did you hear the plane that just flew by? It was like crazy. But this, guys, is an Ask Bird Mom stream, and it's a real talk advice stream where we talk about big things, small things, and if you have something that you would like to talk about or a question that you would like to discuss for Ask Bird Mom for today's episode, you can put it in the chat on either TikTok or YouTube, and one of the either Abe or Ness is gonna let me know. They will look at it, my producers extraordinaire, in case I miss it. And if there's one that I can answer, then fantastic. And we'll be staying in touch also on text so they can tell me. So let me start by saying, this is, sorry, I got to do this stuff. I am not a medical doctor. I have zero medical training. So I am not the last official word. I am just your friend. I am just a trusted adult here in the room who loves you and cares and wants to be here to bounce things off of. If you are in any sort of emergency situation and you are having some trouble, please call 911 in the US or whatever the local emergency number is in your country. I am a big advocate for therapy. And if things are feeling insurmountable, please go and pursue therapy. I love it and think it's the best. And this is not a replacement for that. What I wanted to start and talk about for a minute, I'm not remembering who the person was who said this, but someone very smart said, people don't remember how much money you made or, exactly what house you lived in or how fancy you were or or exactly the words that you said. They remember how you made them feel. And they remember how a situation that you created made them feel, or an artwork that you created made them feel. And I feel like I had a week full of all the feels. We have a question that we got from my beloved Clear Together, who is one of the artists of the Pharah Pharmacy prints that are available, not Pharmacy prints, excuse me, of the Pharah Pride prints that are in the Streamly store. Mwah, sorry. And she was asking how it felt to do the transformation streams this past week. And honestly, guys, like, I always have thought of drag as being incredibly fun and liberating and exciting to watch, entertaining to watch, and sometimes like illuminating and interesting because it would cause you to look at yourself and see what are you reflecting. But doing drag, now having done it both ways, doing a drag queen and a drag king, I found it so incredibly expansive in a way I didn't expect at all. Doing drag is this incredibly safe, harmless way to sort of expand the parameters of what feels like you and to actually get to know yourself a little bit better in this amazing, really fun, safe, exciting way. I don't think that I understood that it would like cause me to get to know myself a little bit better. Like how it made me feel, how I felt in each of those characters, how I felt the moment that I saw myself in this particular light. You know, you have moments in your life where you have like flashes of self-recognition. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad, but it's all part of the journey of getting to know yourself better, which is what life is about, right? Doing drag for me, and I'm sure for many people who do it professionally and who do it regularly, is this opportunity to like stretch in your own skin. So I loved it. And so this is to answer the question that I was asked. I absolutely loved it. And I think I loved, I mean, I haven't gotten to talk about this with Ness or Abe yet. I think like I loved both. I loved how I looked. And I loved our drag queen. And I loved our drag king at the best freaking time. I think for me, I sort of stepped into king more. Did you guys have opinions on this?
I agree. I I definitely agree that you seemed like, because I mean I've been editing the Drag King section and everything, so
Yeah.
so I'm just watching you the same. You were barely into your makeup and you're already describing this character, which I in hindsight know that that's exactly what you become. Even before all the makeup came on, you knew what you were going to present yourself as, and that wasn't necessarily something that you had at the same time with your femme looks, or the drag.
No, it didn't. It wasn't. So for those of you who don't know, I lived in Paris and in my early 20s, and I speak French fluently. And so when I go back to France, when I go back to Paris, there is this thing I experience of slipping back into my skin. And I'd seen Mademoiselle Jennifer when I like slip into Paris Jen. And it's this thing like once I just sort of slip into my skin a little differently because while I'm always me, I'm like this version of me there. I had a great time doing drag queen. I had a blast. But there was something about doing drag king where I like slipped into my skin in a certain way that I'd never worn that skin before. I like slipped into my skin in this way that I was like, oh my God, this is me too. Like, this is also me, which is like thrilling. Like, when you like learn that you're also like, I had no idea that that's also something that's me. And there's no harm in that. There is no danger in that. There is no trying to recruit anyone or trying to make anything. But what I do encourage always is when you have an opportunity to get to know yourself and learn who you are and learn your terrain, it's good to take it. However that presents, it's good to take opportunities to learn who you are and to figure out who you are. And for me, that was part of what that was. So I freaking loved it. It was amazing. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Delvendra, I think I was. Wait, it's such an awesome look, and I wish drags such a laugh for a majority of people, but it can be a laugh for a lot of people. It's hilarious and entertaining, and it's meant to be. It's so heightened. It's so big. Like, but anything that's big like that, I mean, if you look at the history of Grand Guignol and the history of puppet theater and of humor, it's always heightened, but it's based on something essentially true. And I think that when you do drag, it's that kind of theater, it's that kind of performance, and there has to be a kernel of truth for it to be really good. So I freaking loved it. I love this. Closeted J, how has the role of Pharah affected me? The role of Pharah, how did it affect me? It's completely changed my life. I've said it was like a portal. It's like a magic carpet ride that I didn't know I was taking. I thought I was just doing another voiceover job. I've been in the industry for decades. It's been a long time. I've done a lot of games, done a lot of animation, done a lot of projects, and I love them. I love my job. It's super fun, but I had no idea that it was opening a portal into a world that would take me to you guys. I mean, here we are. I had no idea that that was going to take me here to you. So it's been incredible. I love it. I love it. How often do we go in for new laws? We love you. Thank you. Justice reigns from above, but I'm not standing. I have to usually stand to do it properly. I kept on seeing all these questions about the Pringles. How do we get the Pringles? How do we get the Pringles? We get the Pringles by clicking right now on Linktree and looking at where there is a page that you have to fill out. And the rules are, I think you have to be subbing on TikTok and YouTube and maybe Instagram too. I don't remember exactly, but we'll enter you into the lottery I'm going to give away 2 Pringle cans. And on Wednesday, when I do the Streamily Pride signings, that's when we'll announce the 2 winners. So that's how you enter. That's how you get in there. So you have to join the YouTube to do it. I know for sure that's happening. Oh, have to peep moi aussi, chérie. Moi aussi. Wait, I didn't see. It's so awesome to see Pharah get her time in the spotlight. I agree. I know. It is so nice to see that. Pharah's ult is your fave? Thank you. Ivy, thank you. Andrea, thank you. Hello, Bianca. Wait, I'm going back. Wait, what's the bullying? I want to see. You said King Trends, how amazing. Thank you. Oh my God, just incredible, Cosmic. I loved it. What do you mean, the bullying, making fun of it? The unexamined life is not worth living. I think for a lot of people, it is very scary to actually see yourself and figure yourself out and know who you are and what your parameters are. And I think that for some people, that kind of self-reflection and that kind of self-knowledge is very, very scary. I think that people can be attached to certain identities that they're wearing either as a mask or that has been ascribed to them by their family or by their community or just by social expectation. And I think that the sooner you can detach from expectation and just be really curious about who you are and learn about it and figure out what is good for you and what is not, the better your life will be, the happier you will be, the more cool shit you will create, the more fulfilled you will be, the better you will be to everyone in your family because you're happy and fulfilled. Typically, happy, fulfilled people don't go around hurting or judging or trying to mess with other people. They're just happily doing their thing and living their lives. So that is what I wish for all of you, to be happy and enjoying your lives and know yourselves and be comfortable with yourselves and love the shit out of yourselves. Love yourselves to bits. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That is so nice. Greavy, that is true. How am I feeling with that? I love Mercy's new lifeguard skin. I think it's awesome. I love that they're a matched set. I love that they can be twinsies. It's fantastic. Farrah Pringles. You know what? I don't even know if they make them anymore. Happy birthday, Baylor. That is very nice. Scar Lycan is a big Pharmacy shipper. She good taste. I agree. So am I. I am too. That's so funny. Okay, wait. I want to look at the rest of that question. Hold on. I'm probably going to put my glasses on so I can see something. That's the wrong thing. I also have to tell you guys about this amazing thing that I saw this weekend. Oh, wait, when I leaned, sound was so much better. Okay. You know, the part of the question that I didn't answer, and since this is the Pride episode, the Clear Together, what does Pharah's coming out mean to me? I'm so happy for her that finally she's out. I'm so happy for her that Blizzard was like good with her being out. I am of the opinion she's always been out. Like, I don't think she's minced words. I don't think that she had any problem coming to terms with who she is or telling people. But I think that it's really fabulous that the game and the Blizzard decided that it was time for it to be like public. I think that she just was having this conversation and was very tossed off with Baptiste because I think that she figures everybody knows that she's a lesbian. So yeah, but I'm very happy that it was official. And I know it's happy for you too. So agreed. You love seeing Mercy pocketing Pharah. Me too. It makes me so happy. You edit that a lot. Self-love is the most important. If you can't love yourself, how the hell are you gonna love somebody else? I agree. Mike McGuire, yeah, I do think that. Beanie, Mickey is freaking amazing. He's fantastic. I have no idea about Pharmacy being canon or not. I just think that it's so. I just believe that. Chrissy, I love that you're a Pharah main. Endless options. Thank you. Abe, do you have a real, here we go. Look at this. This is so nice. I love how in the short story, Pharah was horrified that people might, right? She was like worried. I know. So funny, right? It's great. Dynamite, I love her too. That's so nice. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna go to the next question, and then I'm gonna tell you about the other thing that I saw. So Beam Toaster, this is hilarious. Guys, this was not set up, but by coincidence, two of the artists who made Pride prints that are currently in the Streamily store have sent in questions. So this is kind of perfect. This is amazing. Both Clear Together and Beam Toaster have Pride prints in my Streamily store that right now their proceeds go to the Trevor Project and the LA LGBT Youth Center, LGBTQ Youth Center. I keep on getting it wrong. Forgive me. It's terrible. That's the charity that Streamily is working with. So they've been great. Very excited. Wait, coming up meant so much. That is so great. I'm so glad. Oh, does Clear want to come on and ask a question? I thought that those were Clear's questions. Oh, so then I want to hear. Okay, let's do that then. I didn't know what, so wait, what's Clear's question? Okay. Let's look. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Place au déluge de la justice. Oxbow, I love that. Place au déluge de la justice. So cute. Hearing the pics makes your heart soar. So great. I want to see this. So wait, Scar Lycan, I thought that Lucy was going to be with me today, and she had a last minute booking, so could not join me. However, on July 13th, Lucy and I will be doing a joint signing stream of the Pharmacy print that came from the original Pharmacy zine, and proceeds from that print are going to go to Lambda Legal. So if you want those, I'm adding those to my Streamily store tonight, and you can order them. I'll keep on adding information about that. But then she and I are going to be live together doing that stream. And we're always cooking things up. That's always coming. Okay. Do we have her here? Yeah. Toby, thank you. Toxic Muffin. It is July 13th. July 13th. I should read pharmacy fanfics. That would be super fun. That would be very great. She and I are always cooking stuff up. I love her. She's the best. She's my girl. Other than Pharah, I always say my favorites are Doomfist and Junkrat. I love Doomfist and Junkrat. I just love them. Do we have to ask the question if I did see? Frère, je sais pas ta question, c'était quoi? Pas la vue. Hello, Miguel. Toxic, that's so nice. I love that. Oh, Greavy, so you know that one. You know that one. I think that we might even be able to add another one or two into the signing stream. I would love if we can. That would be excellent. Do we have... You'd be dropper what people write. There's multiple... I believe that. Where is the clear? Okay, I see something. Okay. You got the auto. Thank you. I have a lot of questions. Okay, guys, do you see a question from Freya that I'm not seeing in the TikTok? Hello, your imagination from Ireland. Oh my God. Hi, Andy. Hello, Sarah Devitz. Yeah, no, I wouldn't be that shocked. Tell me. I just heard an
Hi, hello, can you hear me?
I can. Hi, sweetheart.
Okay,
How are you
hi.
doing?
Sorry, it didn't work out like I thought it would.
It
Yeah,
happens.
hi, Jen. Hi.
Hello, honey. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much. It's been
I'm
a great
so
Pride Month. Yeah.
You have been so amazing. You have been like cheerleader extraordinaire. You've been the best. Truly.
I try. Like that's been my job for the past few years, you know? Like
I love
being
it.
Farah's cheerleader. And now that like it's finally confirmed, it's just so huge for everyone.
It's true.
I was wondering, when did you know it was going to be confirmed?
I didn't have that much notice. I think that
Really?
I actually had been planning my slate of Pride streams because, you know, every year I raise funds for these organizations. And with what's been going on in the community, I wanted to really like bring light to things. So I was already planning my slate of stuff. And then I get a notice from Blizzard letting me know what's going to be. Well, they weren't specific. They just they told me some. They said that it was going to be made canon that she was a lesbian, but they didn't tell me specifically what was going to be said or how it was going to be announced. And of course, I like beamed because I'm in my head. I'm like, did I create this?
Yeah,
Like,
because I know you always pushed for it too with us.
So
really
I
think
know.
you think your impact?
I think your impact. I think my impact. Seriously, I think that the fan base's impact. I think my impact and the fan base's impact had big parts in making that happen. Yeah,
Oh,
I do.
crazy.
I do think so. Yeah, I do. I think that, you know, I mean, I don't know. To my mind, it was so obvious. Like, so yeah, it was like, come on. So I'm very happy that they did.
Right, there was something else I wanted to... Sorry, I'm very nervous.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Of course.
Oh, yeah, what was your reaction reading the short story? Because, like, it's not often that you have a video game character, like, come out and say, I'm a lesbian. Like, it was pretty explicit. What was your reaction to the short story and the hints with Mercy and Mercy being mentioned and stuff like that? What was that like?
It felt very authentic. You know, what's so nice is that the people who are writing for her really love her. Like,
Yeah,
this has been
totally.
evidenced from all of my sessions that I've had for a while now, my sessions. you can feel the writers right now love her. So they give her such fun things, and it's like they've been so on the ride of wanting to see who she'll become and see what'll come out of her mouth. And so it's just been such a joyride. So it felt like the comic, it felt very right on. And the idea that she was worried about passing, I'm like,
that
so
is
great.
so her.
So her. So her. Yeah, of course. That's exactly what she would say. So so I loved it. I loved it. I'm thrilled.
Awesome.
I loved
I'm
it.
thrilled
Yeah.
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, this is amazing.
Yeah. No, it's
Everyone.
been great. It's been great. I've been saying to everyone, I'm like, it's my coming out party. It's been fantastic. It's been so good. So I love it.
Totally.
Yeah.
I was actually gonna ask about like recording for Blizzard. Like, are the writers in the room? And I wanted to ask, do you work with Andrea Toyas very often?
I haven't done a session with Andrea Toyas in forever.
That's very interesting.
Forever. I mean, it's been years since I've done a session with Andrea Toyas.
Really?
And literally years since I have. There are other regular voice directors for Blizzard who do the sessions. She did the first, like, I don't know, 4 or 5, and maybe more than that. Maybe it was between 4 and 10 sessions in the beginning, in the early times of doing the sessions, when we were finding the character, when we were figuring out who she was and what she was about. That was definitely when. But then once we sort of knew who she was and had a grip on her, there are several other directors that I've worked with repeatedly. And they're great. And they know the characters really well. There are a couple of directors who know the characters like really, really well. And that's like delightful. It's really fun to work with those voice directors. Like there's one voice director who is a Pharah main and has played since the beginning. Yeah. And so when he directs, I mean, it's so much fun with him because he's an excellent director and he clearly like loves this so much. And when you do one of these sessions, there's the engineer that you're working with, there's the voice director who you're working with, and then at least one, if not several, of the writers sits in, because you need at least one, if not several, of the writers to give you context, to understand like what you're responding to or why you might be responding that way, or if you have any questions, what is this mission, what's background. Sometimes you really don't have any idea what that is, and you have to have somebody there who can explain that to you. So that's it's usually virtual. I've done a few sessions where I've been on the Blizzard campus, but most of the time, I mean, the vast majority I've recorded in New York, but I've recorded them in Paris. I've recorded them a few times in Paris. I've recorded in London. I've recorded a bunch of times in LA. Yeah, I mean, it's a long time I've been doing her now. So
yeah, totally.
Yeah, so it's been cool. I get to like, jump around, and it's nice because I have relationships with engineers on both coasts who are used to working with me and are used to working with Pharah. And then recently, it's funny, one of my favorite studios in New York is where I've been recording. And that's really nice. Like I have really nice relationships with a lot of studios in New York, but this particular one, I had never done Overwatch sessions there before. And I just started, and it was like really nice. Oh my God. So
that's so
yes,
cool.
it's cool.
Wow.
It's very cool. It's very cool.
That's awesome.
It's very
What do you
cool.
think was like, I know you can't tell us about like any lines we haven't heard, but
right.
My question is, can you tell us about like a line you had like a very fun experience recording?
I can't.
You can't because you don't know what's in and not in the game. Okay, I gotcha.
Because I have because I don't know which ones you use. I can say, because I know that I think I said to you once in one of the streams, like, trust me, something's coming. You're going to be really excited about it.
Yes. That was my birthday present. Yeah.
Okay. So there's that. There is another thing that I'm still waiting for it to be released. That was like one of the most fun things I have ever done in the booth
Oh,
for
that's so
the
cool.
game. So I'm waiting for that to come out. And I'm assuming it's not out yet because I would have heard if it was out. And I haven't heard it.
Line that you were talking about last year to me, is that in the game now?
That I think had to do with her coming out. Like I think that because they're just, there have been more and more lines that sort of had been pointing that way.
Ooh.
So I think that's what I was.
There was because there was the interaction with Pharah and Mercy,
right.
where they're kind of flirting in the spawn room, and then there was a few lines for her Hades skin where she references her wife Persephone. So we weren't sure if that's what you were referring to or not.
She was, yeah. I mean, it was definitely going in a direction. So
they were building it up for sure. Yeah, and now we know, like with context with the short story, that she has a thing going on for Angela.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. It's so good. It's so funny. So much teasing. Release the Pharah. Wow, I didn't know it was mostly remote. Yeah, it's almost all remote. I mean, you never get to record voice lines in the booth with the other voice actors. You're always by yourself in the booth for the whole session.
Yeah.
So yeah, and you don't get to hear their lines. You just have to sort of imagine how it would sound if they were doing it because you know those people. So funny. Guys, I think this is the first time I've ever done a stream with no makeup on except for some lip schmutz. I'm like looking at myself, I'm like, I look so
I love your nails.
You know what? They really worked. I love these. Thank you. I know I'm going to be sad when I have to replace them. I love them. Thank you. Thank you.
Overwatch 2 story mode comes out in 44 days. It's crazy.
You are prepared.
Yeah, no, I gotta be there on day one to record all the new Pharah voice lines for sure.
I love it. Oh my God, you're so funny. Yeah. Well, I'm counting on you. I'm counting on you to do that so I know what's been released.
Yeah,
so
totally.
Just know that I'm following you to know like what's going on
cool.
in any given time.
There was an article recently. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt the chat.
No, it's fine.
There was an article recently where, one of the writers said like there would be more lines referencing characters' sexualities that haven't gotten into the game yet, but are going to. So I'm really excited for that. Yeah. Also, I hope you can come to BlizzCon this year. Like, you should be their guest of honor. They should have you as a guest of honor because this is Pharah's year.
Tell them. You should tell them.
How do I
tell them? I should be the guest of honor. Absolutely. Let them know. Tell them.
Do you know how I would go about telling them?
I just write them. You know, they do it on, I know that there are powers that be that follow your Twitter. So you should just announce it. You should do that.
Okay. It's
her year.
Powers that be.
I know that there are powers that be that follow your Twitter. So yes.
I know, like all the writers follow me.
I know.
Have they ever mentioned me? Actually,
you see. Well, actually, when we all were talking about Pharah coming out, one of them was like, "Clear Together's gonna be so excited." I was like, "Yeah, I know. Clear Together's gonna love this." So yes. Absolutely.
Wow. Okay. I guess I have some impact there. I never expected that.
It's true. Oh, Isabel's saying, "Is this Clear Together?" Yes, guys.
Yes. Hi. Sorry, I know my
display name's legendary
Clear
Emily
Together.
Clear Together.
Yes. Hi, everyone.
Absolutely.
I would
trans rights.
But I'm having trouble with my webcam today. Also, I didn't doll myself up at all, so I just wanted to keep my camera off today.
Fair enough. I understand. Absolutely. I would be there for Farrakhan. Farrakhan, like Louis Farrakhan. Farrakhan. I like Farrakhan. We need a Farrakhan. I love that. Hello, Mikey. All-Star, thank you. Hello, Meredith. Yeah, exactly. Clear Together is the new writer confirmed. Exactly. Absolutely.
I actually tried to get a position on the lore historian department, but I didn't know I wasn't familiar with the program they were using. But I mean, that would be my dream to be in the lore department. I actually was wondering if in recording, if there's anyone present from the lore department or the historian department to help like advise.
Listen
know?
to you. I have no freaking idea. I know that we always have
I'm
at
such a
least a
nerd
couple
for
of the writers. I love it. I love that you are. I know we always have at least a couple of the writers. I know
Okay,
that
got it.
there's usually there are a couple. There's usually the person who's writing Pharah at that time. And then there'll be somebody else who's probably lore department, like just making
Okay.
sure everything makes sense.
Oh, yes,
Oh,
yes.
oh, I love this, guys. This is so look at this. You're getting all this love, Emily. People are like the legend, the legend.
If it's
Exactly.
the TikTok chat, I can't see it, but
Oh, it's on both. It's terrific. This is so
oh,
great.
thank you.
This is so nice. It's true. Hello, Kai, who plays Ursa. You've got good taste. That's all good. This is so nice. Oh wait, somebody join the Discord. I mean, but yeah, guys, if you are not already members of the family Discord, you absolutely should join because that is where people find things out before anyone else. Like I tend to be like sloppy about getting all of my posts up on time. So if you want to see what's going on, like that's where you'll find things out in advance. And that's also where we're like going to be putting together a newsletter. So you'd have to sign up for that there too. So the Discord, the Discord, the Discord, the Discord. Jennifer Ariel, best Overwatch content. Discord, thank you, Avery. This is so great. Thank you, Abe. Yeah, guys, do you have any other questions? Guys, Abe or Ness, I saw that there was a very nice looking person in the TikTok who kept on asking a question. I don't know what the question was.
It was a question related to how to get started as a VA.
Oh, was it VA question? Okay, because I saw a hair question. So
There also was
she
a
was
hair
French,
question I saw.
right? And she was French. She kept on going back to the three. I saw a name about being a VA. The thing that you do if you are interested in becoming a VA, I used to give a longer answer to this, but now I have a shorter answer to this. And oh my God, I'm completely forgetting the name of the business. This is terrible. Oh my God, this is terrible. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Let me look this up and then I'm going to tell you because this is really terrible. And then I'm going to ask you guys to put this link in the chat as soon as I find it because this is really embarrassing. Hold on, because I know that she'll have the link to it in a second. What is it? There she is. Does she not have the link in here? Where is it? Oh my goodness. There it is. Thank you. Okay, good. Finally, that was good. So we all know Jennifer Hale, GOAT, like greatest voice actress of all time, and VA for Ash in Overwatch. She's completely amazing. She started a website called Skills Hub. I believe it's skillshub.life is the site. This is a comprehensive place to start if you want to go into voiceover. There are lessons, there are tutorials, there are tips. It's from all professionals. And you can even get private coaching. You can take an extended class. You can specialize in different things. It is an invaluable resource and will totally point you in the right direction. And that would be right now, if I wanted to get into voiceover, the first place I would go because it would point you everywhere you would need to go. It teaches you about agents and about working union and non-union and about creating character voices and about tips about auditioning and the kind of gear you should get. It's like, it's mind-blowing resource. So good that I'm like, I want a membership because like, I want to see what different people say. And I think it's something like 80 voiceover professionals, but like top of the field professionals who teach courses and teach intensives and will do one-on-one lessons. That is where you go, Skills Hub. And it's a monthly membership and it's not expensive. It's like, it's pretty cheap and you get massive bang for your buck. So that is my answer to if you want to go into voiceover. And guys, oh, thank you so much, Ness, for putting it in there. Oh, good. Abe, can you stick it in the chat?
I did already.
Oh, thank you so much. Freya, you got that? Oh, good. Thank you. Monkey Man 45, I said it. You see? There you go. The grimace shake. Hello, Lily. Crystal J, I am good, thank you. I don't even know what the Grimace Shake is. What is the Grimace Shake? I
It's
love
like a shake at McDonald's.
it's some new McDonald's shake.
Yeah, it's a new McDonald's shake.
It's berry and vanilla, apparently. And
Purple.
I
the
have
Grimace, the,
not
like, purple
had it.
guy.
I have been eating much more ice cream than I usually do because we got a house at the beach for the month, and so we've been going back and forth to the city from this house to the beach. And in addition to, it's like we've been sitting on, like, I just was on the beach and then I came in to do the stream. In addition to being on the beach and coming home and eating like ice cream bars out of my freezer, there's also this sick ice cream parlor that's like very close to where our house is. And it's just been like too decadent. Like, I don't usually go ordering ice cream cones, but I've been eating ice cream cones. So yeah, it's been really good, but I haven't had any shakes. I love Ash. She's an excellent mom to have. We do have a beam toaster question. Absolutely. I'm also having some more ice cream. It's so warm. I know, it's so much fun. Hi, Branley, Chunky Monkey. Oh, good for you, Crystal J. Oh, Miguel O'Hara, I'm so glad. Don't drink the shake. I don't typically go to McDonald's much. It's not my thing. I'm not a big McDonald's eater. Yeah, I tend to be a healthier eater, except when I'm eating all the ice cream. So it's really bad.
Yeah.
Really?
I have
My
I
God,
have a really
clear.
quick question, and then
Hit
I'll
it.
head off, let you do
Okay.
the rest of your stream. I'm actually surprised to hear that, like, for voice directing and stuff, they didn't tell you that, like, she was a lesbian at all. Cause like I actually was wondering for one of your voice lines, she does this like grody laugh. And like I was just wondering, how did they direct you for that sort of it's her line with Junkrat, where she
Tell
he
me the
asks if
interaction.
like there's a jetpack in his size, and then Pharah goes like, "Oh, you couldn't handle one of these." Does that ring a bell?
Yeah, that does ring a bell. That does
What
ring a bell.
what was the
Well,
direction like for like when you have to do those sort of like laughs with the I don't know how to describe it. They're like gritty.
well, Emily, I mean, at this point in the game, like, nobody said to me, do a gritty laugh and give it a
Really?
spin like that. No, that's like, I know Farah's relationship with Junkrat, and I've said so many times, like, my personal Jen feelings about
Mhm.
Junkrat. And so, like, of course, if Farah, finds herself in that kind of exchange, it would be a nasty little, like, she would, of course.
It's one of my
I mean,
favorite lines.
it's the most wonderful thing about getting to voice a character for a long time. Like, more often than not, when you do a movie, when you do a show, when you do even a game, more often than not, you have a finite amount of time that you do it, and then you have to leave it. And so you don't get to sort of, I don't know, grow with the character or grow the character.
Mhm.
What's wonderful is that at this point, uh, I think that all of the creators trust us as much as co-creators, because
Wow.
we know her. Like,
Yeah,
we
totally. So
know
they
her.
kind of like
And
give you creative freedom, kind of in
well,
that
they
way.
always want to hear what we're thinking first. Like, if our spin on it is the first spin that they want to hear, and then they might have a different idea of what a vibe is supposed to be like.
Mhm.
But more often than not, they want what our take would be on it.
Is that approach like standard, or is that kind of like a uniquely Blizzard approach to like have the voice actors kind of like put their spin on it?
I think that you hire a certain actor or voice actor because you like what they bring to
Okay.
a character, but they are the ones who have the story to tell, and they know the bigger context. So
Mhm.
sometimes there is something that they need to be conveyed about. There might be a dynamic that you don't understand or you don't know, because you can't possibly know all of the
Yeah.
dynamics of the game. Like, so in those instances, or you can't know the dynamics of what's going to happen, you don't know what the whole full script is looking like. So
Mhm.
there are times that they say, imagine it's a little more like that. But
Okay.
but I mean, most of the time, certainly if it's some little character interaction with spin, they want to hear what you're going to do because
Do they
at
tell
this
you
point,
what
you know.
the character is saying? Like, because you said you guys record separately. Do they tell you what the character says and what you're responding to?
Yes.
Or do they give you the lines?
Yes.
Okay.
No. You only have your own lines, but if it's in a conversation,
Oh,
they will you will know what the lines are you're responding to.
Cool.
Like, and sometimes they'll read you in so that if there's an exchange.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much
My
for having me on,
Sweetheart,
and
my
answering
pleasure, my
questions.
pleasure. Of course. Mwah. Happy Pride. Not
Happy
a typical
Pride.
bird mom, but I'm so happy that we got
Yeah,
to do it because it's like our
thank you.
girl. Our girl.
I
We
know,
have to.
I
I
know.
know.
It's her month, yeah.
It's her month. It's our girl,
Alright.
of course.
Take
Mwah.
care, Jen. I'll talk
Take
to you
care.
soon. Mwah.
Thanks, Emily.
See ya.
Bye. So sweet. You just. That is so nice. John Hyde Dank, Jonah Danks. I can't. That is so nice. Thank you. That is so nice. Andy, that is so nice. I have not met Lifeweaver yet. No, we haven't met each other yet. Out of everyone I work with, who are my closest to? That is too hard. That is too hard. I have so many who I love. Like I love my Overwatch fam. Like there's I can tell you a list of who I'm closest with. Should I give you the list of who are my closest friends of the crew? I can do that. So the people that I talk to the most frequently of the crew would be Lucy, who I just saw earlier today, who was supposed to be here today. So Lucy I talk to all the time and I see all the time and I love. Carolina, Anjali, Chloe. So that's Sombra, Symmetra, Widowmaker, Zenyatta. I love Hanzo. I love Lucio. I love. Now I'm going to be forgetting people. I just wrote back and forth with Josh with Roadhog, who I love so much. Oh my God, I have Ash. I just saw, and we're actually making plans of getting together and me going to stay with her. I love her. She's amazing. Who else am I very close to from the crew? Oh my God, I'm not saying Jeannie. Echo. I love Echo. She's fantastic. Who am I leaving out? I feel like I'm definitely leaving people out. That's terrible. That's terrible. Oh, is there an audio glitch? Is everything okay? Is there a glitch? Guys? Are we hearing anything? Oh, I'm seeing people saying there's a glitch. Robert Siegel, Jennifer Hill. Poot, you're watching. Yes, I already said Jennifer Hale. I said Ash's VA. Of course. But Rob is here. You're amazing. I sound staticky. Hold on. You know what? I'm going to take this over. I'm going to hold it. I never do that. Crunchy audio. Hold on. I'm holding it down. There we go. Okay. Is that better? It's like static when I talk. Is this better? Is there buzzing?
Okay. I think that fixed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's perfect.
I think I'm hearing something back in my headphones. Is that you guys?
Yeah, that was my me checking
to
make sure.
Hi, Boots.
So
Hi, Mads. Hi, Andy Lee. Can I say happy birthday? Happy birthday. Sounds like Bastion. Hello, Leon. Anjali. I said Anjali. I said Echo. Absolutely. MJ, thank you so much. That is so nice. Okay, I'm glad you guys are good on YouTube. Nemo Nagro, you stand clear in this house too. Johnny, best guy ever. Chloe, I love so much. Hello, Stash. This is so nice. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. Atia, I'm having a fabulous day. I'm having a fantastic day. Hello, Silas. I love that name. That's a great one. I have not met Lifeweaver's VA yet. No, we have not met. Milksy, I am a big believer in Pharmercy. I am all about it, but it is not officially canon. And I will, that's where I'm standing on it. I always have thought that Pharah has had a thing for Swiss doctors. That's my own thing. Of course. You were so shocked when you were shocked by this? Yeah. No, she's amazing. Elijah. Yeah. Would I come to, I've, Jen, would you ever come to New York Comic Con? Genuine question for science. I've done 2 New York Comic Cons. I love doing New York Comic Con. I would do it again. I love it. It's the greatest. It's so fun. Your mom, you caught a bird, mom. Hello. So nice. Hi, Dead Shots. Hi, Mary. Hello, Mary. I'm going to guess. Mixie, you can talk to Abe or Ness and let them know what the question is. And if you have a question, you can put it in the chat. There was a quickie question about hair, which is also not a typical bird mom question, but what the hey? For my hair, the first thing, if you have hair like mine, is you have to have a very good haircut. So you make sure whoever's cutting it cuts it for curly hair so that whatever it does, it'll just sort of fall where it's supposed to. Like I've been at the beach all day and it's just sort of doing the right thing. And then when I wash it, I use a little bit of like a styling paste, usually not too stiff, but with a little muscle. I use a little tiny dollop. I rub it through my hands. I rub it all the way through my hair so that it just coats everything, but a little bit. And then I scrunch it. And then I'll sometimes use a very soft root spray while it's still damp. And then I will diffuse it upside down. And that's it. And then that's it. And then like I typically don't wash it again for another couple of days. And I might use a little styling spray if I want it to like stand on end or something. But yeah, it's relatively very low maintenance. And in the world of hair, it is low maintenance. And it's fine if I let it air dry. That's good too. But if I want it to have a little oomph, usually if I do a what's it called? A diffuser, it helps. All right. I wanted to get to Beam's question. So nice. You're going again this year, MJ, you lucky. Oh, Eliza, I love this question. Let me do Beam Toaster and then I'll do this question, okay? Because I love that question. That's excellent. Thank you so much. Okay, but where is Beam's question? Ness. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Okay, Beam Toaster, who also made one of the amazing Pride prints that you can get in the Streamly store. Go into my bio and you'll see there's a link to that. Okay. I've always struggled with viewing my body in a positive light. And as I'm now getting to a place where I'm starting to think about my health, how do I stop worrying about whatever people think and start to feel more comfortable in my own skin? Isn't that always the question though, right? I love this question. So, of course, the main lens with which to view your body is your health and with self-love. I think that the more you genuinely can love your body and take care of it and keep that as your highest value, the idea of this body that's mine is the thing that gets me around. This body is the thing that makes everything I do possible. So you have to love it, because if you don't love it, then you'll lose it. I mean, it's funny, my mother and I were just having this conversation. She was talking about how once you're at a certain age, you have to constantly be doing certain kinds of movement, because if you don't move it, you're going to lose it. And, you know, you hear in gym class when you're a kid, move it or lose it, move it or lose it. But that literally is the case at a certain age, where if you're not moving it, you will lose that ability and lose that agility. And meanwhile, the vast majority of you guys are quite young and have all of this ability. And even if you have limitations, even if there are things that you can't do, you have a body that is keeping you alive. You have a body that is breathing. You've got a heart that is beating. You are eating, you are living, you are talking, you are gaming, you are communing with other people, you are thinking. All of these things are possible because you have this glorious body taking you around in the world. And I think that if you're able to think about your body like that, if you're able to stay, and I've talked about this specifically in other streams, if you're able to stay inside your own eyes, looking out, Instead of stepping outside of yourself and looking back at yourself and trying to criticize or trying to judge yourself as though you were outside of your body and the one looking in, people are going to look at you and have their thoughts and have their judgments and have their beliefs no matter what happens to you ever. You can be J-Lo and someone is going to think that you're too fat. You could be, I don't know, you could be Taylor Swift and somebody could say you have a wrinkle under your eye and you're whatever. There is always going to be some jerk who is looking at you and is judging you and thinks that you're not enough. Always, everyone, forever. And it's probably even worse if you're someone who's maintaining yourself so closely. So considering that there is always going to be someone who's making these judgments, don't let the someone be you. Who cares what they think? Anyone thinking a thing like that has no bearing on your well-being. And frankly, it's none of your business. I had a very smart mentor who used to say, what other people think of me is none of my business. And that is true. It is none of your business what someone else thinks. The only thing that matters is what you think. And what you think is based entirely on how you take care of yourself, on how you love yourself, on how you choose to care for yourself, on the messages you choose to send yourself, and on the way you choose to move and choose to feed yourself. So if you're telling me you're thinking about health, then think about your health and be grateful for having had the health and well-being to be able to get you here. Because, I mean, there are plenty of people who don't get this far. I hope that that helps. Does that make sense, guys? Oh my God, it's Bird Mom. Yes, it is, Mateos. Do you play Overwatch too? Sure. Oh, MJ, thank you. Thank you, MJ. You have to show yourself compassion. Of course. You absolutely have to show yourself compassion. Hello, Wentworth. Yeah, that's in addition to compassion, you have to be loving toward yourself. I mean, no one is perfect enough, and pursuit of perfection is such a futile effort. Like the path to misery is just comparing yourself to some ideal that really doesn't exist. Because then if you could say to yourself, so what would it look like if you were perfect? And you start going down that list, well, like there's no way to sustain whatever perfect is. There's no way to attain whatever perfect is. And your interpretation of perfect is not going to be the same interpretation of perfect as someone else's. And so if you're outside of yourself, you're always subjecting yourself to what someone else thinks. None of that shit matters. All that matters is what you think, and you get to control what you think. You get to decide how you feel about yourself. And the first thing to feel is grateful. So freaking grateful. And then love your body up and take good care of it. That would be my advice. Right. Exactly. Exactly, Raina the Viking. Oh, thank you. I love my skins too. Thank you. I agree. Preach it, Mom. Thank you, Shay. You feel, well, you know what, Andy? Then that is based on what stories you're telling yourself about yourself. Like, if you're uncomfortable when you look at yourself, then you have to ask, what are you telling yourself about you? And then you have to ask, is that true? Is the thing that you're telling yourself true? And then if it's true, how do you know it's true? Like usually if you start doing that, you find that it's someone else's opinion, that you're parroting someone else's opinion in your head. It's very few things are actually true. Do you know what I mean? I hope. Alex, you got a hello. Oh, I'm so glad, Miguel. Hello, sweetener. Hello from Russia. My gosh. Andy, I understand, but you know what? Oh, look who's here. Hello, Patty. I understand. And I understand that it can be hard, but it's literally a matter of just deciding that whatever way you're looking at yourself is not the truth. If you're talking about dysphoria, then you know, in fact, that it's not. You know that you're telling yourself a story about your body that is not how it actually is. I hope that that makes sense. Andy, did you ask me a question? Hold on, I wanted to go back. Hi, Michael. Thank you. Oh, MJ, thank you so much. If you have a question, do come back. And guys, if any of you guys have a question and want to be on a future episode of Bird Mom, the thing to do is to join the family Discord and to DM Pro Ness Ness. And we then make sure to line you up. We do Bird Moms all the time, okay? And we talk about everything. We talk about like little silly things, and we talk about really important major things in our lives. And I'm happy to go on camera and go back and forth, or if you want to just do it in voice, or if you want to write it in, like we can do any of the above. I wanted to see in Abe in the TikTok chat, I think it was Andy who had asked a question that I really wanted to answer, and now I'm not remembering what it was. Hold on, I'm looking. Andy, I get judged. Are you kidding? I get viciously judged. Of course I get viciously judged, but you know what? It doesn't matter. They can think whatever they want. Literally, the only opinion that actually matters in my life is my opinion. And so long as I am being kind to myself, and I am being honest, and I am being aligned, and I am consistent with myself, and I'm kind to myself, and I'm compassionate with myself, none of the rest of it matters. And I'm staying true to what I actually want, like that I'm making room to hear what I want, and that's what I'm going for. That's all that matters. The rest, I mean, and then if you're able to do that, then that sort of comes through anyway. Hold on, there it was Eliza. That was the question. Eliza had asked, I want to ask Jen how to live with regrets. I love this question. And I love that I don't really have time to think before I answer it. So I appreciate this. First, you have to be compassionate for yourself. You have to have compassion for yourself. You have to trust that in any given moment, you were doing the best you could do at that time with the information you had, being who you were at that time. I don't care if this is about how you deal with a relationship. I don't care if this is about how you deal in your communication or with your career or with any of it. Okay? So first, trust that you were doing the best you could do and the best you were able at that time. And even if you say to yourself, well, it wasn't the best I could do, I could have done better. No, that's not true. Because really, if you could have done better, like mentally, if you were in a place to have done better, or emotionally, if you were in a place to have done better, you would have, but you weren't. You were where you were. And therefore, whatever it is that you have learned from this is what you were supposed to have learned from it. And that's it. Like, all we're here for in this life is to learn stuff, is to learn lessons and learn about ourselves and be the most ourself that we can be. And usually the only way you learn something is by screwing up and then feeling terrible and learning from it and moving on. That's usually how you learn. It's very rare that you can learn anything by going from success to success to success. Like, that's not typically how it works. Typically, you have to hit a boundary and recognize you've gone too far and come back and go in the other direction. Like, this is something I've talked about in other bird moms. I learned years ago, I read this in a book, that a plane, and like, guys, there are planes flying over my head. So as I'm saying this, there's a plane right over my head. It's so wild. A plane, when it's going from point A to point B, does not fly a straight line from point A to point B. It flies in one direction and then overshoots and then has to correct itself, and then flies in the next direction and then overshoots and has to correct itself, and then it flies in the next direction and it has overshoots and has to correct itself. And it's this constant series of shooting, overshooting, correcting, overshooting, correcting, that gets you from point A to point B. And that is what life is. So in terms of regrets, let yourself off the hook. Trust that you're learning what you needed to learn, that you've learned what you needed to learn, that because of whatever it is you're regretting, you are in the next place. You are the next version of you that you needed to be, and move forward. And as that same mentor, as I was telling you about before, has said to me, all there is right now. There isn't anything else. All you got is now. The past already happened. The future is you don't even know what's gonna come. All you can control is right now. So who do you choose to be right now? What do you choose to do right now? And when you do that, you don't really have room to hold on to a regret or your past. I hope that helps. Oh, Andy, I love that this motivated you to write an important email. That's awesome. Oh, Les, you know what? You can do it with me in franglais. You're definitely fluent enough to do it, because you could switch back and forth and I can be your translator. That will work. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Hey, Blake Cosplays. Hey, Andre. Hey, Minces. Oh, Andy, we believe in you. Aliza, I'm so happy that helps. Thank you. Thank you so much for asking me that question. I wanted that question. That was great. You know, I had a really interesting, when like you learn something and then you put it into practice, and sometimes you know something intellectually, but then you haven't put it into practice, and then you finally figure it out. I was feeling very uncomfortable in a situation, and I was like griping to myself about it. I was like, oh God, I really wish that I wasn't in, I don't want to be in it. I had this little, and it was this little like record in my head of uncomfortable, like I was chafing against the situation I was in. I'm sure you all know what that feels like, whether it's that you are doing something you don't want to have to be doing, you find yourself having to do something, and or you're with someone you don't want to be with, and you're like, it's annoying, or someone is grating on you and is annoying, whatever it is. And I had this little record playing of like annoyance, and I got to stop myself and say, okay, what is this telling you about you right now? I was like, oh, wow. I said, I invite you to take this opportunity to think about what it is about you that this is triggering, and what it is about you that you need to work on, that this is triggered. And if I tell you, it completely turned the thing around. And this was the kind of advice that, like, it sort of sounded airy-fairy, and I didn't know that I had internalized it yet, but I clearly have internalized it because I did it. So all to say, we just keep growing. We just keep getting these new lessons. We keep on figuring it out as we go. We keep on getting better. I love that. Hello there. Do I know Moira's voice actress? We don't know each other in person. We've seen each other on signing streams and on panel stuff, but no, we don't know each other, which is such a shame because she's great. She's awesome. All right, Mike. Pizza lover, thank you. Thank you so much. That is so nice. My God, thank you. I appreciate that. Hold on. I'm gonna go, wait, wait, can I do it? I can. I did. Hold on. No, it was like that. All right. Ness, Abe, is there anything that I'm missing? Ooh. Abe, did I miss anything? That was so loud.
I actually wanted I wanted to direct you towards one of the questions that I saw.
Oh, tell me. Yeah, sure.
So one of them has been from Blake Cosplays. What's a good first date idea? I'm thinking about taking my GF bowling or to an anime con. What do you think, Jen? What do you think is a good first date idea?
Okay, I love that. Okay, I love bowling and an anime con as first date. First dates are great if you have an activity. In my personal opinion, I think that it's really good on a first date to have to go somewhere and do something together. And going to an anime con is awesome because then the two of you are sort of like following each other around and you get to learn a little bit about what they're into and you get to see like what they go toward and what they're interested in. And you get to do that, and what, games you want to play or people you want to talk to. And you see how they operate in a group situation. I like that idea. And bowling is great because, I mean, I feel like bowling is one of those sports you learn a lot about a person by how they are at bowling. Like if you're like a great bowler, which is awesome, but you're also like super competitive and judgmental, and that's sort of like, really, that's how you are about bowling. But then like if you're a terrible bowler and you are either like, I don't know, like really rough on yourself for being a terrible bowler, like that's a red flag to me. Like I think bad bowlers who are just having fun are great. I think great bowlers who are like hilariously competitive or like great bowlers who are just open and kind are great. I think bowling is loose and fun. I love that. Um, other great first dates. I mean, it's summer, so it's such a nice season. Like any of the street fairs going on, any of the music festivals going on. Like I knew somebody who did like a garlic festival date that was fun. Um, so Rob and I, when Rob and I started dating, Rob proposed because he knew that I like to go do things. He proposed a tourist date where this is back. I mean, guys, I've been with Rob for so freaking long. It's before people had cell phones with cameras in them. Like that wasn't a thing. So if you were a tourist, you walked around with like a giant honking camera around your neck. So he proposed a tourist date that we should dress up like tourists and like have guys, we had maps that we should walk around with like big clunky maps and cameras and walk around like we didn't know where we were going and go to all the tourist sites. And we had the best time. It was so embarrassing and so hilarious. And we had so much fun. And we went on a Circle Line ferry around Manhattan and we went to the WWE Cafe, which was this horribly cheesy, hilarious place. We had such a good time. So I strongly encourage like fun activity dates. Yeah, it was really fun. It was new sites or a new game or a new fun thing. Benedict, merci. That is so nice to hear. My God. Hello, Frankie. So nice. Blake, I'm so glad. Oh, she loves bowling and always wanted to come. Great first dates, killer first date ideas. Love it. I love it. And you'll learn a lot about how somebody is at a con. I think that going to a con together is a great idea. You'll have fun. And in case you don't like them so much, like it's easy to sort of like be like, oh, I'm gonna go over here. Look at this. So that you have like easy outs at a con too. So that's a good thing. Was there anything else that I'm missing, honeys?
I saw one that was I have an important exam tomorrow. I live in France. Do you have any tips to not stress?
Wow. Okay. So, well, first, congratulations that you got to this point where you're going to take your exam. The thing that I always have to think when I take an exam or something like this, like the thing that locks you up is if you start to hinge your entire life on how you do on this exam. this exam, if I don't do well on this exam, that means that I won't get this kind of grade, which means that I won't get this thing, which means that I won't get this thing, which means that this won't happen, which means I won't get into that school. Okay. None of that is true. None of it is true. You're going to do fine on the exam. And if you don't do fine on the exam, then that's how it was supposed to go. And you will go on to do the next thing. It might mean that you have to take the exam over. It might mean that you then say, wow, I need to apply to this school and not that school. And then you find yourself in exactly the school that you were supposed to go to because you didn't actually really in life want to major in what you thought you wanted to major in when you were first taking the exam. You might want to do something else. Trust that if you are prepared, it will go exactly how it is supposed to. So for right now, be prepared for the exam, get a good night's sleep, be rested, be hydrated, eat a good breakfast, envision yourself succeeding at the exam, close your eyes and just picture yourself easily getting through the exam. And then realize there are no stakes. You are going to do exactly what you're supposed to do, and it will go the way it is supposed to go. So don't worry about it. Rob, my husband's mom, would always tell him that nothing was a big deal. It's nothing. Just do any old thing with it. And I always thought that was such smart advice when he told me that that's what she would say to him. It really sort of ratcheted down the stakes of the things that he did that he was really worried about. That would be my advice. You're going to end up where you're supposed to go anyway. So rest, be prepared, visualize yourself succeeding, drink a lot of water, eat a good breakfast, trust that it will go exactly right. That's what I would tell you to do. You threw up during a graduation exam. Oh God, it's so, and then you got to retake it and then you graduated, right? So you had this terrible experience. And then what happened? You retook it and you were fine. You see, this is the thing. Even if you have a terrible experience, if you blow the exam, and it's terrible, you're still gonna be fine. You're gonna retake it and it's gonna be fine. And you'll be fine. So long as you are feeling like you're prepared and you put yourself in the right head, you're gonna be fine. It's all good. Oh my gosh, pizza lover, you're the best. Thank you. That's so nice. The teacher still. You know what, Andy? Who knows what you're going to end up doing in life? Maybe you'll end up writing a story about it one day. Or maybe you'll end up, recreating a scene in a movie about a kid being so sick about their exam they throw up. Who knows? Who knows what that's going to do for you? Having that crazy story in your pocket. Wait, I just saw a question that was true. Happy birthday, Fran. Violet, I have been to Russia twice. I have been to Russia 2 times in happier times or easier times in Russia. And I had 2 killer, great experiences there. It was really awesome. I'm going to give the same answer. Hello, Scotland. Oh, I love Scotland. It's so great. It's so great. In the voice acting industry, let's put the link back in again. The link back in. If you want to get into voice acting, the thing to do is go to Skills Hub, which is Jennifer Hale, greatest voice actor of all time in the world, Guinness Book World Records winner. She has this incredible website with all of the resources and with, everything you could possibly want to know about getting into the industry and then succeeding, and about classes and lessons and lectures and articles. And it's such a great resource. So that is where I would go. That's what I would do. Okay. What else we got? We only have 10 more minutes today. Can we be friends on TikTok? Aren't we friends on TikTok? Oh my gosh, I love these questions. Okay, guys, there are so many good ones. I am not going to be able to answer all of these, but I freaking love these. If you guys in the TikTok who are throwing these fabulous questions out, and obviously my beloveds in the YouTube, What if you want me to talk these questions through with you? Please DM Pro Ness, and we will put you in, and we can have a whole conversation about this. Or you can just write in a question, and I'm happy to address it. I'll do as many as I can in the next 10 minutes, but I love these questions, and I love talking about this, and I love getting into specifics with you if you have something specific going on. So please, 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 for a future episode of Bird Mom, go into the Discord, join the Discord, DM Pro Ness, and say, I have a question for the next Ask Bird Mom. I believe that the next Ask Bird Mom isn't going to be this coming Monday, but it'll be the Monday after, which is Monday the 10th. So Monday, July 10th is the next one. And if you would like to be a guest on it with any of these fabulous questions, please, 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 you know what to do. DM Pro Ness. But hold on. Can we please put the Skills Hub link into both chats? I see people asking for it in the TikTok, but let's put it in both because it's so good. And then Abe and/or Ness, will you please do some screenshotting because I'm seeing such nice things. It's so nice. Yes, Jennifer is the GOAT. Agreed. Doing your hair. Pizza, that is so nice. Okay, wait, let me get some of these. Happy birthday, Khaled. Then, hold on. Hello, Tamara. Simple question. What is my favorite comfort food? Oh, wow. What's my favorite comfort food? What's my favorite comfort food? Wow, I should be able to answer that, shouldn't I? That's very funny. I'll tell you what kinds of foods I love. I love Greek food. Somebody in the chat was asking if I'd ever been to Greece. I've been to Greece a bunch of times. I've been to a bunch of different islands. I love Greece. I love Greece. Love Greece. So, yeah, I love Greek food. I love Greek food. I love Mediterranean food. I love sushi. Probably my favorite, if it's like a comfort food, junk food, would be like chocolate chip cookies. I love chocolate chip cookies. A good chewy chocolate chip cookie, there's nothing like it. And there definitely have been times in life where if things are like really rough, I'll be like, oh, I just need a good cookie now. I got to get a cookie. So that probably would be the answer. Chocolate chip cookie. And Greece. I love it there. Ah, my fave. So good. You don't think you've known a person who enjoys Greek food? I love Greek food. Oh my God, I love it. Pizza lover. So do you not know, or do you, guys, if there are new people in these chats, I love the Pride art. I'm so happy. The fan art has made me so happy for all of the years that I've been doing this. The fan art gives me life. I love it. And all the new Pride art is gorgeous. And I've been collecting it, and I've got to be reposting it. It's so good. Oh my God, it's so good. So thank you to all of the artists who've been making it. And we are doing signings of Pride prints from previous years, and then one brand new one for this year. And the proceeds from these Pride prints and these signings, and these are happening this coming Wednesday, the 28th, the proceeds are going to the Ali Forney Center, which is this amazing organization that helps LGBTQ teens, homeless teens and youths in New York City, to the Trevor Project, who we all love, who's like so great, to the it's the LA LGBT Youth Center. So it's in Los Angeles. That's fantastic. And one that I've been focusing on to raise funds for this year is Lambda Legal, because so many people in the community really need an assist right now. And, you know, as much fun as it is to get all dressed up in costumes, go to parades and pride and makeup and glitter and woo and partying and all that, the best way we all as a community and as allies can celebrate Pride is putting money where our mouths are. Like, there are a lot of organizations that need our help, particularly right now in the current climate. So that is the best way to celebrate Pride. The link is here in my bios, and you can get the prints, and you can see which organization gets which prints. And then and this is only you guys in the live stream who know this yet, because I haven't officially announced this yet, but we are reintroducing the classic Pharmacy print, and Lucy Pohl and I are going to be doing a live signing together on July 13th. So you'll be able to order that on streamly.com on my store or her store. I'm putting it in tonight. And then we will sign it and customize it for you live on July 13th. So that's coming up. I'm very excited. Pharmacy print. So excited. You ordered a poster. Oh my God, you're so good. Yeah, Greek food is so delicious. All right, 5 minutes. Rocket jump. That sounds dangerous. Hello, Quinn. Got one in there. Okay, wait. There was like a raft of excellent questions. Hold on. You're saving a cookie for me. Thank you. I freaking love that. I have never been to South Africa. I'm jonesing to go to South Africa. I think that that's going to happen in the next 2 years. That's what we're talking about? Okay, hold on. I want to see, because there were a bunch. There were like 5 in a row.
Yeah, the one I have a couple of them up. So
Okay, I can do one. We got 4 minutes.
Yeah. So do you have any tips for traveling? Me and my husband live the gypsy lifestyle and would love to hear.
You live the gypsy lifestyle and you want to hear my tips for traveling? It sounds like you are good travelers if you're gypsies. So it's funny. I love a couple of different things that I like. I love a lot of different things. I love discovering places that I know absolutely nothing about, and immersing myself in the culture. For me, when I go to another culture, another country, I really like it when I'm not necessarily doing like the whole tourist route. I like it if I get to stay in a place if I can stay in a place for at least a week. So that way I can sort of get into the rhythm of what it's like to be there. I really love renting an apartment in a place. Like being in a hotel is fabulous, of course, but I love when I rent an apartment somewhere if I'm going to be there for a bit, just so that way I have to then go into the supermarket. I have to know what it's like to hail a taxi. I have to learn, I love all of that. I have to go find a cool cafe for my coffee in the morning. I have to, get to know the neighborhood on foot a little bit. I really love doing that. So I suggest doing that. I suggest always learning a few phrases in the language of whatever country it is that you're going to, and not presume that everyone will speak your language. I think that if you say at least a few phrases, if you could say hello, goodbye, thank you, you're welcome, good morning, excuse me, where's the bathroom, beautiful, delicious, how much, what, like a handful of things in that language, it will take you so far, because everyone is much more amenable and much more likely to open doors for you if you're able to do those few things. So I strongly suggest spending that little bit of time to learn those few phrases. Definitely. Oh, hi, Rob. Oh, Rob is here. I think we've got only a minute left. Rob, do you have any travel tips? Are there any words for travelers that you recommend?
Oh, like words that you should know.
No, like words of wisdom, like travel advice. Rob just stepped in.
That you can get by with just thank you, like just simply knowing thank you, get you really far.
Please and thank you. Please and thank you.
It's like the crazy universal word.
That's what to know. Please, thank you. Good advice. Good advice, honey. Okay, I want to say.
Don't be picky.
Oh, that was a very, Rob said, and don't be picky eaters, which is also a smart thing. Oh, Andy, I'm so happy that I could. I'm so glad. Yeah, it is such a good buzz, right, MJ? Oh, God, it's so great. So, guys, all right, if you want to be in it to win the Pharah Pringles can, the Pharah jalapeno Pringles can, customized, where I will sign it for you and everything, make sure you go to the link in my it's the link tree in my bio on both of these, and that'll give you the rules to enter to win one of the 2 Pringles cans. And you also can go to the link to my Streamily store so that you can get the prints for me to customize for you on Wednesday. The stream starts at 5 o'clock EST. You can also, once you're there, I haven't put it in yet, but I will put it in tonight, put that pharmacy print in, and that is going to be signed on July 13th live with Lucy Pohl. I'm super excited. We're doing that together. Very excited. And there's also going to be a link to the Discord, and the Discord is where all the information is available. Next Bird Mom is going to be in 2 weeks on July 10th. If you have a question and would like to talk something through on Bird Mom, you know what to do in the Discord, DM ProNestS, and we will be at it. And we have so much more fun programming coming up through the summer. We are planning a crazy, spectacular, star-studded week in the end of July, and I will let you know through the newsletter and through the Discord. Okay. Mwah. Everybody, happy Pride. See you Wednesday. Sending you all love. Abe, Ness, thank you both so much for everything. Please tell me that you're screenshotting all of this wonderful stuff. I'm loving this. Oh my God, so nice. You guys are so nice. You guys are lovely. Bye, fam. You guys are fabulous. I'm eating it up. Mwah. Happy Pride. Have a good one, guys.